big time. So this stain right here is my house in Murfreesboro. And 2 days ago on Thursday, I lied, it was Friday, I went from Murfreesboro down Murfreesboro Pike all the way to Nashville. I should draw a guitar. I went to East Nashville here on Shelby Avenue and played some drums. That's a drum. And then I rode the moped all the way to Madison, down Gallatin. From here to here, there to there, I had very few problems. The tires started to get low, it seemed, or the rear one was definitely getting worn down. I put some oil on some stuff. Seemed like the fuel, everything seemed to be doing okay. Chain gave me a little bit of some worry. Anyhow, I was gonna ride from Madison. Now this here is like maybe 30 miles. And I did it in about 2 hours. Normally in a car it takes like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe an hour with traffic. I was gonna go from Madison down Otaka Boulevard, Ashton City, which is like another 18, maybe 20 miles. It's gonna take me, I was thinking, about approximately 2 hours. Well, luckily I was lent a car here. I just drove, which was actually a more direct route, but it was it took me like 30 minutes each way in the car. It was so awesome to be loaned a car. Cars are just like the coolest things ever. Coolest things ever. So I come back here in a car yesterday. I crashed in Madison again with my friend's house, and his dog Ziva is my favorite. She's the coolest. I just draw a tongue to represent her with some saliva coming off. I started back off here this morning, rode down Gallatin on the moped, got about here in relation to downtown Shelby, all this place. This stuff is not to scale, obviously. Realized I was having some flat tires, some big time flat tire issues. It was problematic. I'm like, why does this stuff have to keep happening? Why can't I just get from here all the way back in 2 hours again? As destiny would have it, fate. My buddy did ask me to pick him up something, and he had mentioned how much he'd like to see his wife. So I called her and asked her to extract me an emergency military extraction procedure. Sans the military. It was just me it was ridiculous because I had one flat tire, and I was like, okay, I tried to put Fix-A-Flat in there. I was sitting at a bus stop. I was calculating because I wanted me to meet him before noon before we had to go back to Bonnaroo to work. And it's like, man, bike shops in East Nashville are closed because it's Sunday. Walmart, bus trips, time, money for bus fare. Next thing I know, I'm just calling, like, got two flat tires. I did have one. I sat there and watched the second one just deflate right in front of me in a matter of seconds. Me and this guy were sitting at the bus stop. And I heard it and looked and watched it, and he heard it and kind of turned his head and said, "It's like somebody just got a flat tire." And sure enough, it was me. It's ridiculous, ridiculous. I got to put some new tubes in there, but Melanie came pick me up. We went and saw her husband Jacob, my buddy. Hung out with him for a minute. She went back to Nashville with their dog Ziva, who I love dearly. She's like my little sister. It's weird because I've been thinking, he's like let me crash in this pool house behind his house. I'm like, man, it's kind of like a dog house, but that's why I want to make it really nice. Off subject. I made it back to my house. I'm chilling on the couch with this dry erase board coffee table. And, I've been thinking that I should just travel. I should just leave and live my life. Not concern myself with other people's problems. This is a horrible house. I really like it in Nashville. We're going to see how long I can stay, I guess. If I crash in the pool house, there'll be some crazy updates coming. For some reason, I keep thinking I need to just get a job at a gas station working night shifts. So I have my days to do stuff. I need sunglasses like Casey. It's crazy, yo. I know I don't edit these things and nobody really watches them, but I feel really good about life. About to go participate in a psychology research study. This will be the second one I've participated in. I'm not the only person that does this kind of thing. There's lots of people doing it, but it just fascinates me. And the previous one I was involved with was so cool. I mean, it was a study on meditation. And I just can't see it getting any cooler than performing research on meditation. It's like the coolest subject, the coolest way of dealing with the subject other than just doing it. And in our culture, it's so difficult to do. It's worthwhile to study it. Obviously, it's invaluable. Anyhow, I guess I'll have to let you know how that goes. I've got much more to come. Stay tuned.